Let me give you a few qualities that are mandatory for you to be successful over the phone. Now, number one, you got to have goals. You got to have short-term goals, maybe long-term, maybe not extremely long, but you need to have daily goals, hourly goals, weekly goals, monthly goals. So if you're focused on specific goals, then it pushes you to work a little bit harder and for you to focus 100% on fulfilling that conversation. Your energy is going to be a lot better because you're focused on reaching those goals. So you need to have goals. Daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals. You have to understand, number two, you got to have the attitude of service, not just selling. Now, don't forget, your goal is to set up appointments so we could sell them a policy in the office. But ultimately, your goal is to focus on service. Your goal is to focus on offering service, not selling. So when you translate the information to the client, when you deliver the information, the client should never assume that you're trying to sell them or you're trying to offer something that's going to cost them money. What they need to understand, they need to get a perspective that your goal is to help them by offering information with no commitment, by helping them resolve their needs, by maybe helping them get better coverages, whatever it is, but it's service oriented. See, when I talk to customers over the phone, I tell them, look, my goal is to help you. My goal is to get you into the office so we could take care of the situation. My job is not to sell you anything. My goal is to offer you so much information that you're confident enough in making a decision with us. Number three, your projection, your attitude over the phone has to be positive. I brought this topic or conversation on other segments, but it's very important. You need to be positive. Your energy level has to be high, positive, great attitude. Your energy, your tone, everything, your delivery has to be positive because that's what they're going to make a decision based on. They're not making a decision based on face-to-face. It's over the phone. Number four, you need to follow a system. You need to follow a specific structure that's going to help you deliver all the information following a step-by-step system to guarantee a positive and successful outcome. Number five, you have to be committed 100% on making sure that every phone call that you make, that you're going to treat it as important as any other call. Meaning your full attention, your energy, you're going to be prepared. Your goal is to set up an appointment. It doesn't matter if it gets difficult, if the customer becomes aggressive. You're going to go through the process and you're going to make sure that they commit to an appointment, and you're going to do a great job so that they can actually walk into the office. So you have to be committed 100% that this is your job, your duty, your obligation is to get them on the phone, to do the best presentation over the phone, and to set up an appointment. It doesn't matter if they're getting a little bit aggressive. It doesn't matter if it seems a little bit difficult. It does not matter. You're committed 100% on fulfilling customer satisfaction and on closing every single conversation. Number six, you need to understand that you're going to be so persistent that you're going to keep giving information over and over and over until they say, yes, I want to make it in today. You're not going to give up. You're not going to throw the towel. You're not quitting. Not in the beginning. You need to give yourself at least minimum of 3 times of an opportunity to convince them. But you have to understand that you need to know all the closing tools. You need to have all the closing tools. You need to have an abundance of solutions, an abundance of information, an abundance of different strategies, different techniques, different options to convince them. So if one thing doesn't work, you're going to use another one and another one and another one until the customer says yes. So you need to be committed on learning every single closing tool that's available to help you close every single appointment. Number 7, you got to leave messages. This is another topic that we've discussed over and over and over. You got to leave messages. It's very important. Number 8, you have to know how to close, how to handle some of these objections. So you have to know the closing tools. You have to have a lot of information. So every time they tell you, I don't have any time, I'm not interested, you're able to handle these objections. And the last one, you have to become an aggressive closer. Now, you're not selling over the phone, you're just setting up the appointments, but you are selling the idea, you are selling the information, you are selling the appointment. So realistically, you're a salesperson. It's just over the phone. You're doing the first stage of sales. The second stage, which is literally to sell them the policy, we don't offer that over the phone, at least not now. But your goal is to sell yourself, to sell the company, to sell the department, to make everything realistic, to sell the idea that we have the lowest rate, to sell the idea that we are here committed and willing to help them resolve their needs. We need to sell the idea that they need to come in immediately to resolve their needs. Everything is sales. Everything is selling, persuading. So you have to become an aggressive closer because you're closing appointments. Follow all of these, learn these qualities, make sure you're following these qualities, make sure you're doing everything you can to put yourself on the right track because it makes a difference. If not, you're always going to be unstable. Your production is going to go up and down, and most importantly, we're losing business. Every single conversation that you're involved requires an appointment. So if you're talking to 15 customers, there should be 15 appointments. There's no reason why customers are telling you to call them back, reschedule them, or them not being interested. So you have to follow this list of qualities.